I've had access to Meta Plus subscription for 3 months now, and I didn't use it once. So today we're going to take a quick look at its offering and find out when it's worth picking up in your VR journey, if it's worth picking up at all. Now, this video is sponsored by Meta, but as always, they've asked me to share my honest opinions, and that's exactly what I intend on doing. So let's start off with, what is it? The Meta Plus subscription is a subscription service that costs $8 a month or $60 a year. You'll also get your first 1 to 3 months for free depending on how recently you've purchased a Quest headset. Now, the main lure here is that you'll immediately get access to 27 pretty high quality VR games with a few new titles added each month. And you'll also get a discount to buy new games outright, which does seem like a pretty good idea. And then finally, you'll get 2 monthly quality games which you can redeem and will have access to as long as you are subscribed. So who's it for? I would say if you've just got a new headset and you don't really know what games you like, I think a service like this is a bit of a no-brainer, at least for a few months. And I would say the most important task is to figure out what sort of VR gamer you are. You know, maybe you're a complete all-rounder, but most of the people that I've talked to sort of gravitate towards a few genres. Now for me personally, that's combat, fitness, rhythm, and sports games, and then every now and then I like to sink myself into an RPG or story-driven AAA title. So if I just got into VR, I probably would have found out that I really like Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu, Walkabout Mini Golf, Until You Fall, but I didn't enjoy the puzzle and casual games just as much. So that would have been how I shaped my VR library moving forward, and I would have added games like Thrill of the Fight, Golf Plus, Beat Saber to my wishlist so that I could slowly pick these titles up over time as they come on sale. The other way to use it is to test the high replayability games before you commit to buying them. So games like Synth Rider, where you essentially have unlimited replayability, there's high scores to climb, they're always adding new songs, and there's custom songs, so you can basically just play new tracks forever. So why not use this time while you're subscribed to figure out if games like this are worthwhile for a full purchase. And then finally, you can use it to tick off some low replayability games. An example of this is Red Matter 2, which is a very beautiful 3 to 5 hour story-driven VR game. But once you're done with it, you don't really need it in your game library anymore. And at least in my opinion, you're better off to just to tick these games off once. And while the 25% discount code once a month is a pretty nice feature, the best way to use this is by picking up new AAA titles that come out and aren't likely to go on a big discount for a while. That being said, you can always just get a 10% discount from your favorite creator, or if you have a friend that owns it, then you get 15% if they send you their referral link. Or if you're really patient, then you can just wait for it to come on sale. So who's it not for? Obviously, if you have a blanket statement that you hate subscriptions, then this probably isn't for you. It is a subscription after all. I would also say that if you're very far into your VR journey, you've already figured out exactly what games you like, then you most likely already own the ones that you wanted to play anyway. And considering that most of the games they've added are slightly on the older side, and they don't seem to be adding new day one releases, at least at the moment. Now, there are a number of subscriptions in VR right now. So in fitness, we have probably the most, right? We've got XR Workout, FitXR, Supernatural, VZ Fit, Allo Moves, FunFit Land, and so much more. Then there's sports games like Golf Plus, and now we've got Meta Plus. So the way that I'm sort of treating them moving forward is sort of how I manage my Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV, and that's called subscription cycling. So basically you subscribe for 1 month, catch up on what you wanted to watch or play for a month, and then next month you either take a break or move on to the next subscription you wanted to try. Because at the end of the day, especially as I've gotten older, it's not so much about the $8, $10, or $15 a month. It's more about the amount of free time I actually have to use these services in a month. So in summary, I think it's an incredibly good deal if you're new to VR, you haven't built up a good library yet, but it's not that appealing to the VR veterans at the moment. And this could be improved by adding things like, the inclusion of day one releases similar to what Xbox Game Pass does, or offering in-game rewards similar to what Twitch Prime does. I used to get free League of Legends loot boxes once a month, and I think they could easily apply this to some of the free-to-play games like Population 1 or Gorilla Tag. And then the final improvement would be to drastically increase the amount of games offered from 24 to like 200. Then there's just so much more chance that some of those low replayability games would come up that I've been meaning to play or pick up, and that would incentivize me to sub and tick them off my list. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you to Meta for sponsoring the video. I'll see you next time.